Morning, Abotai. Today is Arif Tisha B'Av, so there are some halachot that it's worthwhile to review about the Seudah Mafseket, the last meal before Tisha B'Av. The Gemara tells us, it's halachot in Shulchan Aruch, Siman Tav Kuf Nun Bet, that the Seudah Mafseket has several limitations, restrictions. First of all, obviously you can't have meat and wine, which we're not having since Rosh Chodesh Av. Also, you're not allowed to have two cooked foods. You can only have one cooked food during the Seudah, and it should preferably be eaten while sitting on the floor in a show of avilut. The Shulchan Aruch says that there are two criteria in order to consider a meal the Seudah Mafseket. Number one, it has to be after Chatzot Hayom, which is at approximately 1 p.m., after 1 p.m. And number two is that it has to be the last meal of a settled character that a person plans on having before Tisha B'Av. If it's not, both of those two criteria are met, then the halacha is that the restrictions do not apply to this meal. Therefore, what some people customarily do is before the fast, they have a big meal, they have a dinner, they sit down and they eat whatever they want. At the end of the meal, they sit down, they take an egg, they sit on the floor, they say, this is my Seudah Mafseket, and they eat it, and that's it. That's a big mistake. That is actually asur, because that's all part of your meal. You just ate a full meal with multiple cooked foods, so what if you sat down on the floor to eat an egg that's still part of that original meal? Rather, the Rama writes, and this is the minhag that most people have, this is what we do as well, you can have an earlier dinner sometime during the day, eat whatever it is that you want to have, then do birkat hamazon, go pray mincha, take care of some business, whatever it is that you need to do, and then later you come back, allow yourself some time to get legitimately hungry again, do netilat yadayim, wash again, have bread, and that will be your Seudah Mafseket. Over there you can have as much bread, baked goods, fresh fruits and vegetables, that's all fine, tea, coffee is fine, but one cooked food. Whatever the cooked food is, if it's an egg, if it's lentils, whatever it is, but one of them, and that will be your Seudah Mafseket. So today we're going to pray mincha a little bit earlier than usual, at 6:30, you eat your regular meal, whatever it is, the big meal before then, and then after mincha you come back and you have your Seudah Mafseket. That's with regards to that. Now, with regards to, I've gotten a lot of questions, especially this year, with regards to IV hydration. There's a lot of people that want to get IVs during the intravenous, hydration or vitamins, whatever it is, to give them koach to fast. So the halacha is as follows. Before the fast, anytime during today, you want to get a boost, you want to hydrate via IV, that's perfectly fine. Just like it's also permissible, Maran Zichron Bracha writes in Chazon Ovadia, to take fasting pills before the fast, that's okay. Now, what happens during the fast? Usually, most people want to know what about during the fast. It's definitely, so let's put it this way. If a person is feeling fine during the fast tomorrow, B'ezrat Hashem, then the halacha is you shouldn't really be taking any pills or any hydration to make it even easier. That's considered inappropriate. You're supposed to feel, especially on the fast, you're supposed to feel the discomfort of the fast as much as possible, to prepare before the fast. Before Tisha B'Av begins, you can drink, you can eat, you can take fasting pills, you can take vitamins, that's okay. But on the fast, if you're feeling fine, you shouldn't really be doing that. And if you're not feeling fine, which is really usually when people call the IV person, then technically the Shevet HaLevi and other poskim write, once you're already in a situation where you're not well and you don't have to be fasting, so there's no inyan, there's no chiyuv to get IV so you can continue fasting. If you're really not feeling well to the extent that you are exempt from the fast, so eat and drink, whatever it is that you need to do in order to feel better. You don't need to take IV in order to continue fasting. The question becomes, what happens if you're like in this middle stage, you're feeling, you want to continue fasting, you're really okay, but you're starting not to feel well. Over there, again, there's no chiyuv to take IV. If you want to make yourself feel better, at that point, it is mutar during the fast, but obviously not obligatory. So it's not something that Chazal never required us to get IVs in order to be able to continue fasting. If you're able to fast, so fast. If you need to take a nap in order to feel better, so do that. If you need to take IVs in order to feel better, that's not something that Chazal required. And if you're already mamash not feeling well, then you can break the fast anyway because you're a choleh. So that is with regards to that. Wishing everybody an easy and meaningful fast, and B'ezrat Hashem we should be zocheh to binyan bayit shlishi b'mira b'yameinu amen. Please